Hello, everyone. It's your boy Ken, and we are back again on replay. With you here with me is my panelists, Mr. Michael and Mr. Maxwell. Good to see you guys again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good to see you also.
As you can know, the last season just ended, and of course, Liverpool was the champion of the Premiership, and also PSV was the champion of Eredivisie here in Netherlands, and also Barcelona was the champion of La Liga. So, what do you think about this season that just ended? Especially, let's talk about La Liga, Barcelona becoming champion.
And actually, it was a good season. I enjoyed it most, but you can see Barcelona was the best to play, and having the most of the best and talented young players, play, and you can tell that most of the match that they play, went good for them. They were able to dominate and beat their rivals Madrid back to back. So you can tell that they were really on fire, and I'm not surprised that they dominated and did so well, and they actually won La Liga. So they really deserve it.
Okay. And also they won, of course, the Copa del Rey.
Yeah,
so it was a trophy for them last season.
And then and also you can see that Madrid was actually struggling, because of injuries and things don't go the way they're supposed to. So yeah, it's unfortunate it happened, but sometimes it goes like that. It was a good season, always to see Madrid and Barcelona battle for the league title.
And of course, Mbappe could not save Madrid for last season.
Yeah, it happens. But I wish.
Mr. Maxwell, what about the Premier League? Of course, I know you're a Man U fan, but let's just talk about the champion of the Premier League.
It was good. It was a good season, and Liverpool had a new trainer, and then straight away he won the league. So you could see he was doing a good job, and At the long run, the whole season went well. It went well, yeah. The Premiership was good. Man United, we were not surprised,
What happened to Man U? As a Man U fan, what do you think was the challenge?
There's a lot of work to be done in Man U at the moment, and so they have new coach with new staff. They've changed a lot of things. The technical head a lot, so they are trying to work out things. But for now, they are nowhere near those big teams
top
at
4
the top.
And top 5.
Yeah, but
Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea.
It was a good season.
So of course, we shouldn't forget not to talk about Liga, PSG, team of the moment.
Yeah.
And you can see they dominated Europe. In last season they won the Champions League, they won the Ligue 1, and also they won also the Copa de France. So it's 3 in a row. We call it trebles. Unfortunately, they come short from Chelsea in the Club World Cup. But let's talk about PSG for a moment, Mr. Michael. They are on fire this season, and what changed? Because they had Mbappe, they had Neymar, they had even Messi. But even when these superstars left, one could think, PSG will be nowhere to be found, but they surprised everybody. What made you think changed in the team?
Well, I believe they had the what actually happened wasn't new. They have the talents, and just that I believe the new manager was able to synchronize and put it together and use the best of tactics, and also to manage the players very well. And you could tell that there were 4 major players that really stood out, including Dembele and the Serie A and Vitinha and Dino, and you could tell that these players were really on fire, and they did very well in all the major leagues, especially in the Champions League. You saw that they didn't leave any stone unturned, and they really dominated and did very well. Of course, the World Club championship was a different ball game where surprisingly Chelsea outplayed them.
Of course, your team.
won.
You're so proud of Chelsea.
Won, they were seen as Chelsea was seen as an underdog, but that was also something exciting to watch. So I think PSG is still a team to watch, and they could be more even dangerous.
in the season.
Yeah, so
Mr.
we should watch out
Maxwell,
for them.
they signed Kvaratskhelia. Do you think that was the turning point for PSG? Because when he left Napoli after winning the league the Serie A with Napoli, and he left for PSG.
Yeah.
Do you think that was the turning point for PSG, or there is more to it?
There was this particular thing the coach was doing. When a coach is trying to put his hands in a team and he's been given the free will to do it, he gets all the support from the big men,
from the management.
that okay, this is what you want to do, go ahead and do it. He brings in his own players. Sometimes it works out when the coach is being given the upper hand to do everything, unlike the other clubs where they will be interfering. When Mbappe left, this coach was like, I can deal without Mbappe, and
he proved everybody wrong.
He really proved it. Bringing in Kvaratskhelia from Napoli and one or two signings, he did a good job. They were doing good. They looked superior until Chelsea humbled them in that final. So,
Nasser Khalifa, the president of PSG, has spent, I would say, billions.
Yes.
Of euros.
He has spent money.
Since he took over PSG, and the Champions League has been the cup he has been looking for.
It's just like the owner of Man City. He won the league, he won other cups, but he was still looking for the Champions League. And that's the ultimate for everyone who puts money in football.
So do you think? Yeah. Do you think after winning the Champions League, PSG is going to relax, or it's going to still fight as if they've not won it? Yeah, what do you think? What's your thoughts?
They still have more work to do. PSG in France is like Ajax in Holland here. Winning the league is normally not a problem for them. Paris Saint-Germain can win the league. Even the next 5 years, they can win like 4 times. But the European trophy is what most of them are all looking for. So maybe they will be looking to defend the Champions League this season. So let's see how it goes. But,
Michael, they have Messi, they have Neymar, they have Mbappe. They have, at the point, they have Sergio Ramos. And these guys cannot win the Champions League for them. So what do you think was the challenge when these legends were there? We are talking about the best footballer in the world, Messi.
Yeah, but sometimes you could have the best of players in the team, but the chemistry and things will not work the way that you're supposed to, and not until those players that you mentioned left, then it really showed how powerful and strong the team was, So like I said, PSG had always had the potential players, to show to the world and to win the leagues, and and to watch out for exciting games now. But when all these players were there, but I believe the coach probably didn't have the right tactics, or maybe couldn't manage those talents very well, because they were big boys in football, So that could be one of the challenges.
You think ego play a role also?
Sometimes it does, and it's
much big names in the dressing room,
and it will also take a very strong a manager with a very strong character to be able to handle
those egos,
those players, and you can see those players, they have won it all, and they have won
exactly.
They have won football in all
World Cup,
so
European Championship,
what else
Champions League, so,
exactly. So sometimes when a coach is not in the position, is not in the position to actually manage things very well, and to use the right tactics to approach games and win very important games and cups, it would amount to nothing, even having all the best 11 in the world playing the team.
And also Maxwell, from from a source of Fabrizio Romano, he said Enrique is a very tactical coach and a no-nonsense coach. Even when he was in Barcelona, he's a coach that he doesn't take any nonsense from any player. So do you think that also is a big advantage for him winning this treble this last season that just passed?
Yeah, now in modern football, managing egos is also part of the job of a coach. So, Now we don't even call them coaches anymore. We call them managers. So you need to manage the players at the same time. Try to win games also. So it's like now the coaches have a lot of work to do. And if they know or they realize you are the ones causing problems in the dressing rooms, they try to get you out so that they get a team that they can have full control on. That's what is going for him. He's having a team, a group of young talents that he can have full control over them. And that's what he's doing. So I think he's going to go far with this team. Now he's trying to manage these boys well. And yeah, I think he will do well because he's the type that has proven that he's a good coach. He has proven in Barcelona that he's a very good coach. So when given the time, the resources, and what he needs, he can deliver. So
sure, I believe he has proven to everyone that is a coach that can bring a difference into a team even without the big names. We say congratulations to PSG, to congratulations also to Luis Enrique, and of course we're looking forward to next season where they will maybe dominate again. I hope, but I don't think so because only Madrid is the team that has made everyone surprised, winning the treble in Champions League in a row. So like you all know, Madrid is my team. So I don't want anyone
records are meant to be broken,
those records.
So maybe who knows? It can be broken one day.
Of course, Michael, newborn Chelsea. What will I say? Or
I wouldn't say newborn Chelsea.
Or a new era for Chelsea.
Chelsea is doing well.
Or a new era for Chelsea.
I wouldn't say newborn Chelsea.
Tell me, this Chelsea that you saw.
I believe the team is building up. Our manager is doing a great job. He's doing a great job, and he's still trying to find his fit into the Premier League, which is one of the strongest and the hottest in the world. And as you can see, a lot of players has to go and come. And now I can really see that he's reshaping the team and having the right kind of players that he really need. And our current victory over PSG, it proved to me that the manager has come on of age to actually battle in the coming Champions League. For you to have used a very good tactics to humble PSG in the first half of the game. Chelsea winning by 3-0. And before PSG, they could
find their feet.
Yeah, before they could try to see what is happening. The game was over. So I believe that he has actually now gotten the type of players that he really needs, and we should actually look out for him this season.
We shouldn't also forget to mention Joao Pedro. He was on holiday when he was called to join Chelsea in this Club World Cup. Yeah. And as you can see, it has become an amazing signing for Chelsea. Yeah, what do you expect? What do you expect in this new season that's coming up? He's going to do in Premier League. Yeah. Although he came from Brighton, Premier League is not new to him, but he's in a big team now. Much is given, much is expected.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you think he can?
For sure.
The shoe is too big, or you think it is fit?
No, he fits perfectly into the Chelsea team, and you can see already that he had scored multiple goals in the previous changes in the previous match that they played, and how important his inclusion and also the vital role that coach has given to him. So he's somebody that I believe that is going to be more dangerous and more exciting to watch. So he's really going to prove his his worth in the team. So come season, you guys should watch out for him and to score very important goals.
I can say he's a very good player. Even
Yeah.
you can see in the Club World Cup, scored beautiful goals, and also his style of play fits the Chelsea team. But I hope next season he's going to do more and expect and do what he's been signed for
Exactly.
in Chelsea Football Club. And also Manchester United, I say you signed Cunha from Wolves. Cunha.
Matheus Cunha, yeah.
So-
We've signed a lot.
For me, it was a shock
we have
that Manchester
about
will go and
4
sign
We
Cunha.
have 4 new signings now. So the coach is trying to beef up the team. He's trying to, he came middle of the season, and the players he met, he cannot do anything about them. The transfer was the transfer window had already been closed, so he needed to use them. So this is a season he's having a full season on its own. So he's trying to buy 1 or 2 players to add to the other old team, players. So you got Cunha, you got Mbuemo. We just added a striker. I think it's not bad for a start. You're getting 3 new signings. So it's like the whole front three is changed. And last season, Man United's biggest problem was goal scoring. So since he has decided to beef up the attack, I think we should just wait and see what he can do in the coming season.
So you mean
it's a
next season we expect a
Uh,
new Manchester United, a reborn Manchester United?
Yes. I think they are going to do better than they did last season. And considering the fact that we are not playing Champions League, we are not playing any of the European competitions. So it's going to be just England competitions. And when it gets to the time where the European competition is becoming tough, the other teams may be tired, and United can maybe have advantage. Because if you look at the top 6 teams in England, it's only United that is not playing any European competition this season.
And that has been for a while.
It can
be
yeah,
absent.
Yeah, for a long time,
Almighty Man U.
Even in the last 10 years when Man United is not doing well, when people are saying Man U
They are
is
still in Europe.
off. We're playing, at least if they don't play this season, next season you see them.
You people shouldn't be talking when we are talking to Madrid.
Madrid.
Manchester.
Madrid is money team. We know.
Manchester fans should go and hide because I
Madrid.
don't understand how Manchester United will not be playing Europe.
When you talk,
Then they will be talking that they are.
Talk of records. You can always say Madrid, but look at what Paris Saint-Germain did to you in the
It doesn't matter.
the club.
But we are
Cup.
talking about
They
men.
humbled you.
Men that
Just
is
like
from we
Chelsea
take men from
humbled
boys.
them. So
We are men. You people are
football.
boys.
It's
So you people
football.
be talking.
It's football.
Chelsea, like I said, they are reborn. I will be considering them.
Yeah.
But when
So you're
men
going
are
to win the
talking,
Champions League again.
it's
this
our
season.
birthright.
Okay.
Champions League is
Let's
our
hope,
birthright.
let's hope.
So we
Yes.
don't talk about Champions
Yeah,
League.
but
See,
for Madrid, I don't see Madrid being so.
If you don't take time, you people are going to suffer for a long time.
we are not suffering.
like
We are.
Man United did.
When God has given you something, it's permanent. So if God said
okay.
Champions League is our birthright.
But
So-
you didn't win it this season. How did
See,
it become
our
a birthright?
our trophies, our cabinet trophies is full.
Okay.
Just cobweb. So we are trying to
Okay.
take some
Keep
out.
some,
And also we have to let we are generous.
Yeah, but mind you, we have a new coach now, Alonso.
You see, we
We have a new
keep on
coach, so
shaping.
before you start talking
department.
big, you need to see what he can also
No, it doesn't
put on the
see-
table.
If my grandmother comes to Real Madrid, it will win trophy. It's a God-given club. Don't you see our history? Every coach that come win something. Zidane that nobody knows. It become it's Alonso. He will win something.
Alonso will win something.
You just come and enjoy.
I don't see Alonso as a very much
You
experienced
see what he did in Leverkusen.
manager. I don't see
what
that.
he did in Leverkusen.
I don't see that because the most young talented players of Barcelona at the moment right now, they are going to keep humbling you guys.
You think so?
It's
We'll
not what I
see.
think so. It's
We'll
it's
see.
it's what is going to
Next season
happen.
is around the corner.
Yeah, it's what is going to happen.
Also, we shouldn't forget about Victor Osimhen. What a permanent transfer. He was in Galatasaray on loan from Napoli. Despite all the challenges and hurdles, we played one season on loan, and we could see what he can do. He's not a new kid on the block, of course. We've seen what he has done in Lille. We see what he has done in Napoli, and also last season he was on loan in Galatasaray, and also he break records in Galatasaray. He was the highest goal scorer in the history of the Turkish league, and also in the club history. And now, many challenges to get him permanent in Galatasaray, but just last week it was a done deal. For me, for myself, I would say I was happy for him because it's come a long way. And all the things he went through in Napoli, for the previous 2 seasons ago, and now I think it's a new chapter for him. And now he's relaxed, 3-year deal with 1 year option to sign. So what do you think about the signing of Victor Osimhen and also Leroy Sané? Let's just, quickly, Leroy Sané from Bayern Munich.
Yeah. I believe it's a good move, and for him to have a permanent stay in Galatasaray because of the character that he has, they're very strong, and he has a winning mentality. When I see him, sometimes I see Cristiano Ronaldo in him. His desire and passion to strive and to score more goals in matches, and I believe that they made a very good decision to give him that permanent contract, and he would do well, and I wish him well, and I believe that he would help the club play very important games, and also if possible, could also be one of the best players now from Africa that would actually do well to rub shoulders with already European players, so you should watch out for him.
And much for your thoughts in
Osimhen, I was expecting him to be in one of the top 3 leagues, either Premier League,
La Liga,
Spanish League,
or Bundesliga.
Yeah, but Turkish League is also good, and they are playing the Champions League and all that. But I was expecting him to be in the leagues where people will be watching week in, week out.
Very tough competition.
Victor Osimhen is a very good player, and at a point he was even on the list of these Ballon d'Or nominations and all that. So playing in the top leagues, like the top 3 leagues, will be giving you more limelight. Like people will be seeing you week in, week out. Yeah. Turkish league, how many people will even tune their TV and say, I'm watching a match in Turkey? Sometimes it's all good. It's a good signing, and we hope that he gets more goals and helps the team to do well.
And
Europe.
Also good for his his mentality. And he's stable now. Wanting for players to be stable and also to focus on what they know they do best. Which is football and scoring goals. We wish him well, and congratulations to Victor Osimhen. Of course, there have been
it's a good move actually. Yeah,
and we shouldn't forget there have been some new moves in managers. Especially in Premier League. Premier League. Yeah. You don't do well, you are sacked the next day. I always look forward to Monday morning in Premier League.
They say managers are hired to be fired.
To be fired.
It's always like that.
And Mourinho said, if you are not fired, you are not a good manager.
No, you need to be fired.
Ancelotti also confirmed it.
Yeah.
He said you must be fired to be a good manager.
Ancelotti at a point was on the hot seat.
And if you win trophy, you are fired. So fired is part of the game.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So
you
Xavi Alonso,
coaches, they go around like they keep going around like that. They are not like players. When you are fired from 1 or 2 teams, the eyes will not start being on you. Nobody wants to hire you now. But coaches, some can win titles. The next season they start flopping. They sack them. Another big team signs them. They do something. So
they do better. Before we go to the Premier League, let's talk about Xavi Alonso. Michael, what's your thoughts in Real Madrid? Xavi Alonso.
Yeah, like I told you, he did well with his former team. He did very well, and
Bayer
I believe
Leverkusen.
yeah, Bayer Leverkusen, and I believe he's yet to prove himself more and more with one of the best teams in the world. Talking of Madrid, Real Madrid, having won everything in football, most of them important you know cups. I'm yet to see how he's going to handle some of these important talents in Real Madrid, and how he could also bring out more from Mbappe. Mbappe is a very important weapon, and I believe I didn't see him do much, or the past season wasn't the best of Mbappe. So I would love to see how Vinicius and Mbappe will be able to or be able to be more dangerous and score more goals, and that's so important. So he has a whole lot of work to do, and he still has a lot of work to do, and I believe he has to work extra hard for him to keep himself in that season as the manager of
Real
Madrid. Yeah,
of course,
because-
he's filling a big
yes.
shoe. Any coach
Yes,
that comes
so-
to Madrid knows what's at stake.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So and also to be able to handle the up and rising and powerful Madrid team right now. So he has a whole lot of work to do right now for him to be able to carry the team along, and so that we can the significance of the team and how strong Madrid is. The standard should always be like that. So he has a lot of work to do.
Maxwell, Alonso have won the World Cup. Alonso have won the Champions League. He has won La Liga. He has won European Cup. He has won European Super Cup. So in all of this combined together, and now he's back to Madrid where he played and won this, amazing trophies. Do you think there will be, an advantage for him, or this will make an impact in his coaching style in Real Madrid? What's your thoughts?
You've mentioned a lot of medals that he has received, but winning caps as a player and being at the touchline is two different things altogether. But we all saw what he did at Leverkusen, and I'm hoping he can bring the same energy to Real Madrid. Real Madrid is a big club. It's a very big club, and there are always big names there when you go there. So as a coach, if you don't have the character, it's sometimes difficult for you. We've seen a lot of coaches come and they find it difficult. So let's see. Leverkusen is a mid-table team in Europe. When you are comparing them, you can see they are a mid-table team in Europe. They are not superpower like the big teams we know in Europe. But we also saw what he did there, and sometimes it all goes about you getting the right players in. He brought in about 6 players of his own to Leverkusen who could fit into his system. So we have to see. Real Madrid is a traditional club. Sometimes you come and you have to follow the tradition there. Most coaches they can't play their style. They have to adopt to the Madrid style of playing.
Yeah.
You cannot come to Madrid and decide to defend like Mourinho or let me say the Diego Simeone style. They don't accept that. So let's see. He also plays fluent football as we saw in Leverkusen. So let's see if he can gel at Madrid. And
just quickly, Michael, Thomas Frank from Brentford to Tottenham, because Ange Postecoglou was sacked after winning the UEFA Europa Cup. Now Thomas Frank has been appointed the new manager of Tottenham. Do you think he can take Tottenham to the next level?
I I'm not surprised that the other coach, the other uh, manager is
Ugu?
gone. Yeah, he was gone because
Angie.
he actually misused Kudus, and these are the reasons why probably the
Kudus was in West Ham.
okay, sorry.
Well,
So now
yes,
he's the
He's
talking
now,
about
he's now been
Yeah.
bought.
That's not
They've now transferred him to Tottenham. Now.
yeah. So
Yes.
what I meant was Kudus now being in Tottenham is a big advantage for him. See the talent that is in Kudus and how he can explore him, because Kudus is a very fantastic player. So if he's able to use him very well, he would actually make him proud, and you should know how he can actually bring the best of players in Tottenham, because Tottenham has not been doing very well. So I believe he has a whole lot of work to do, and I believe for sure he might bring the best of all the guys. But you should actually give much more important to the tactics and how each game is being approached, so that because now they get the opportunity to play in the Europa, so he has a
Champions
whole lot of,
League, yeah.
in
They
the
play
Champions League.
yes.
So he has a whole lot of work to do. Yeah.
Michael, your thoughts?
Thomas Frank. Yeah, Thomas Frank is a good coach. We've seen him at Brentford, what he has done in the past years. He's a good coach. So, but Tottenham is a different challenge. So let's see. He has added 1 or 2 players to the squad, and then they've released some of them also. But it's just unfortunate that Maddison is injured just the last game they played. He's a very good player who could help him a lot. He could help him a lot, but he's injured, and the season is about to start. So let's see. Sometimes when the season starts and then we get to the middle, that's where you see the good coaches and the ones who are going to struggle. And in England, immediately you start struggling, then you are going to lose your position. So Tottenham is a very big club in London. The rivalry between them and the other teams is always there.
Arsenal, yeah.
So if you win some of those games, then you may secure your place. So let's see what he can do. What he can do for the team.
We wish Thomas Frank the best in Tottenham.
Yes.
In 30 seconds, we're going to talk about 2 legends. One from you and one from Michael. First, Michael. Lamine Yamal has been given number 10 jersey in Barcelona. Mbappe has been given number 10 jersey in Real Madrid. And for Lamine Yamal, do you think it's a big weight? Number 10 jersey.
For
In
sure.
30 seconds. Messi was number 10.
For sure.
And we know
He's-
number 10 in Barcelona,
Yeah.
Rivaldo was number 10.
Yeah.
Messi was number 10.
Yeah.
We can name Rivaldo was number 10. So what do you think of Lamine Yamal? Number 10 jersey, does it change anything? Style of play? The jersey? Of course, jersey don't play football. It's your brain and your foot. So tell me, in 30 seconds.
Yeah, already he's doing very well. So with that in addition, is gonna make him more stronger, because I see him as the next god of football. Maybe after Messi, he is a new person that the world should look out for, because this is just the beginning. Exciting. It's he does the unbelievable each time I watch him.
Watch him, wow.
Yeah.
He's a great talent.
Yeah.
You can see. He has proved everyone at the age of 16,
Yeah.
going to 17, now 18. I think is a wonderful player.
Yeah. I should watch out
And
for him.
everyone is hoping he will take over from Messi. Let's hope. But we shouldn't put more pressure on him. He's just 18. Mbappe, number 10 in Real Madrid. Does that
Mbappe-
change anything about Mbappe?
No, Mbappe, we've seen him wear 10 jersey for France.
Yes.
When he was even, I think, 18 years.
Yeah.
They went to the World Cup. They won it. So there is no pressure he cannot handle. Yeah,
He's a World
so,
Cup winner.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He can handle pressure, but I don't see the 10 jersey doing anything different for him, or maybe having an effect on him. I don't think so. But let's wait and see. Like I said, it's Real Madrid, Real Madrid is a big club. Sometimes you wear a jersey and they'll be showing you some of the iconic players who have won it, and you also need to
Prove yourself.
Yeah. So
we wish them.
let's see.
We
what
wish them the
they
best
can
in this
bring.
coming
Yes,
season. And
yes.
like I said before,
They are the two icons in the
in
La Liga
in
now.
La Liga.
So, yeah.
And I hope, like I said before, Jesse don't play the game.
Yes.
It's your brain and your foot.
Yes.
So I wish them.
But you know,
the
when we
best.
used to play football, when people come to the field, they try to watch the number 10.
Exactly.
If you don't play well, they tell this number 10 that doesn't deserve this jersey.
So we hope
in Africa, when you wear 10, everybody comes and they know
Exactly.
that number 10 has to be a good player.
Yeah.
If you are not, then
You carry, you
but
actually,
you have
carry,
some
you
weight
carry
on you as a
the
number 10.
the same,
current of
the
the
weight
Yes.
of the
So,
team is on your
Yes.
shoulder.
Every best
So
player,
that
they
is
try
why
to give him the number 10.
it's very iconic
Yeah,
number
very
in the
important.
game of
Chelsea,
football.
Yeah.
So we hope they prove that jersey number, and carry the weight
Barcelona, the 10 is very iconic for them.
Iconic
But
for them,
Real Madrid is the 7.
of the team.
The Raul,
Raul, the
Cristiano
Ronaldo,
Ronaldos.
yeah.
Yeah, they but let's see. Ronaldo likes 10 jersey. He's been wearing it for France for a long time now. When
Mbappe.
he was even 18, 17. So
Okay, we wish them the
let's
best.
see, yeah.
Okay,
Let's
next season is coming up, and of course,
Yes,
we're gonna give our viewers, analysis.
The league is starting next weekend.
Yeah.
Even some of the leagues have started.
After
but
the
Premiership
today,
is starting.
yeah. So we're gonna give our viewers in-depth analysis. Even we're going to go into the minds of the coaches. Like we talk about Luis Enrique. So we're going to talk about some of the coaches, what they are thinking before the game, and their project and their prospects, of the clubs and all of that. So I want our viewers to stay tuned. We're going to give them, the in-depth of every season, that's going to start. Even some started today, and also the season season is going to be starting also in the coming weeks. So I want you to stay tuned. Wherever you're watching from, we have this is our comeback comeback episode. It's been a while. We miss our fans, and also, of course, my colleague, my panelists, Mr. Michael and Mr. Maxwell. Of course, it's always been a pleasure to talk about football, talk about these great players and clubs and managers. Also, I always enjoy your analysis. That shows you really know about the game of football. And of course, it's always a pleasure to always come back again with you, in our next episode.